Good morning. So today I am going to teach you types of adsorption. So there are two bases by which we can classify the adsorption. The first one is on the basis of concentration of adsorbate at the surface of adsorbent. What is this one? On the basis of concentration of adsorbate at the surface of adsorbent. So on this basis there are two types of adsorption. The first one is the positive adsorption, second one is the negative adsorption. Positive adsorption is only real adsorption. Real adsorption. Okay. And now what about negative adsorption? Negative adsorption is equal to more similar with absorption. Started only I told you that no adsorption without absorption and no absorption without adsorption. Means both are complementary. The final stage of adsorption is known as absorption. And initial state of absorption is known as adsorption. So just see. And now here what I wrote, positive adsorption and negative adsorption. I will explain. Second one is on the basis of forces holding adsorbate and adsorbent. So just try to understand, when adsorb gets concentrated on the surface of adsorbent, so there are some forces which are binding each other. That on the basis of those forces there are two types of adsorption. The first one is the physical adsorption. Second one is the chemical adsorption. Chemical adsorption is known as chemosorption. And what about this one? This is known as pH by SiSORPTION. Means physisorption. So these are the short form, and you should be familiar with these terms. So now first of all, I would like to teach you positive adsorption. So second one I am deleting here. For positive adsorption means, try to understand. Here only I am writing positive adsorption. What is positive adsorption? When the concentration of, write down here, when the concentration of adsorbate is more at the surface of adsorbent. This is known as positive adsorption. And I wrote here one word. This is only real adsorption. What is this one? This is real adsorption. Because according to definition of adsorption, what is the definition of adsorption? Adsorption is the phenomenon in which the concentration of adsorbate is more at the surface of adsorbent, means as compared to bulk. Means in comparison to the bulk, the concentration of adsorbate is more at the surface. So this is positive adsorption is only real adsorption, because in this adsorption what is happening? The concentration of adsorbate is more at the surface of adsorbent. Now what is the example of this one? Example is when concentrate KCl adsorb on the surface of blood charcoal. Okay. Now what about negative adsorption? Negative adsorption is just opposite to this one. You may confuse also. Negative adsorption. So just try to understand. So dear cadets, now negative adsorption. What is the negative adsorption? Just contrary to positive adsorption. In negative adsorption, the concentration of adsorbate is more in the bulk than that of surface. So here definition I have written, when the concentration of adsorbate is less in the surface as compared to its concentration in the bulk. So just try to understand. Now confusion may be arise here, because according to the definition of adsorption, the real adsorption is that adsorption in which the concentration of adsorbate is more at the surface as compared to its concentration in the bulk. But here what is happening in the negative adsorption? This is just contrary to the definition of adsorption. In adsorption, what was happening? In adsorption, the concentration of adsorbate should be more at surface than that of its concentration in the bulk. In negative adsorption, what is happening? The concentration of adsorbate is less in the surface as compared to its concentration in the bulk. So, negative adsorption is not real adsorption, just like a positive catalyst and negative catalyst. What is the meaning of catalyst? Catalyst should increase the rate of reaction, but negative catalyst decrease the rate of reaction. That is why nowadays negative catalyst word is not used. What is used? Inhibitor. Similarly, here negative adsorption is not real adsorption. I have written here. It is more similar with adsorption. In adsorption only what is happening? The concentration of adsorbate is more in the bulk than that of its surface. That is why negative adsorption is more similar with the adsorption. The real adsorption is positive adsorption. Example also I have written. What is the example here? When dilute KCl adsorb at the surface of bone charcoal. So just see, adsorption of concentrate KCl solution in the surface of bone charcoal, that is an example of positive adsorption. But adsorption of dilute KCl solution at the surface of bone charcoal, that is an example of negative adsorption. So in this way, on the basis of concentration of adsorbate at the surface of adsorbent, the types of adsorption I have completed. Now next one. So dear cadets, on the basis of forces holding adsorbate and adsorbent, there are two types of adsorption, physical and chemical. So physical adsorption, this can be written as PH by SISORPE, Physisorption. So just see, what do you mean by physical adsorption? Always remember, when there is a physical forces between adsorbate and adsorbent. Always remember, when adsorbate gets adsorbed at the surface of adsorbent, so there is a bonding. Even though it is not very strong bond, it is weak bond only, but there is a bonding between adsorbate and adsorbent. If these forces which are responsible for making bond between adsorbate and adsorbent, if they are physical forces like van der Waals forces, so such kind of adsorption is known as physical adsorption. Now, what are the characteristics of physical adsorption? The first characteristics of physical adsorption is enthalpy of adsorption is low. Why enthalpy of adsorption is low? You know that adsorption is an exothermic process, means heat energy is released. What is that one? Adsorption is an example of exothermic reaction, means when adsorbate get adsorbed at the surface of adsorbent, then some amount of energy is released. That is why this process is known as exothermic process, and the amount of energy released during this process, that is known as enthalpy of adsorption. In the studies video only I explained. So this is known as enthalpy of adsorption. In case of physical adsorption, the amount of energy released means enthalpy of adsorption is less, because the forces which are responsible for holding adsorbate and adsorbent is weak. So what is there? When adsorbate get adsorbed on the surface of adsorbent, then what is there? Bonding is not very strong. Hence, less amount of energy will be released. Always remember, stronger the bond, greater will be the evolution of energy, and lesser will be the amount of energy evolved. Always remember, during the formation of new bond, what is there? During the formation of new bond, energy is released, and during the breaking of old bond, energy is involved or energy is absorbed. So in adsorption, what is there? There is always bonding between adsorbate and adsorbent. That is why some amount of energy is released. It may be less or more, but energy must be released. Since it is physical adsorption, that is why the amount of energy released, that will be named as enthalpy of adsorption, and this will be known as enthalpy of adsorption, and its value is low, that is 20 to 40 kilojoule mole inverse. Here reason also I have written, due to weak bonding between adsorbate and adsorbent. Second one is reversible in nature. Always remember, physical adsorption is reversible in nature. You understand the meaning of reversible? Just see, suppose this is solid and this solid is suppose adsorbent. Suppose this is adsorbent and this is gas. And what is this one? This is adsorbate. Then what would be there? This is solid oblique gas plus heat. This heat is only enthalpy of adsorption. So this process is reversible. Now try to understand that. Now at the surface of solid, gas is adsorbing. Okay. At the surface of solid, gas is absorbed. Okay. Now suppose you are increasing the pressure. So when you increase the pressure, then what would be there? Volume will decrease. Volume will decrease. Hence, gas molecules, that is the adsorbate molecules, they will be adsorbed at the surface of adsorbent vigorously. Then what would be there? What would be there? Rate of adsorption will increase. Now suppose you are decreasing the pressure, then what would be there? When you decrease the pressure, then what would be there? Gas molecules will not be concentrated at the surface of adsorbent. Hence, they will move here and there. So, rate of adsorption will decrease or not. So, always remember, this is reversible in nature. Physical adsorption is reversible in nature. Increase the pressure, gas will absorb at the surface of solid vigorously. Decrease the pressure, now gas molecules will not absorb. So, this will be in the back direction. Back direction means now gas will leave the place. Gas will leave from the surface of solid. So here you can write more pressure, more will be the adsorption of more pressure, more will be the adsorption of gas at the surface of solid, and vice versa. I am writing this side, and vice versa. Meaning of vice versa means reverse. More the pressure, more will be the adsorption of gas at the surface of adsorbent, and vice versa. Vice versa means lesser the pressure, lesser will be the adsorption. So always remember, clear cut answer also you can write here. With the increase of pressure, the rate of physical adsorption increases. Here only I am writing. With the increase of pressure, the rate of physical adsorption increases. Remember this. Okay. Now I am moving to the next characteristics of physical adsorption. So dear cadets, now I am moving to the next characteristics of physical adsorption. The next characteristics is effect of temperature. You know that adsorption is an example of exothermic reaction, and always remember exothermic reactions are favored at low temperature, while endothermic reactions are favored at higher temperature. What is the reason? I will explain. You know that adsorption is an example of exothermic reactions. Now try to understand. In adsorption, what should be there? Gas molecule should adsorb at the surface of adsorbent. Try to understand. When you increase the temperature, then what would be there? Those adsorbed molecules of gas will gain kinetic energy and they will run away from the surface of adsorbent. So the rate of adsorption will decrease or not? Rate of adsorption, because no adsorption without adsorbate. Adsorbate is not there. When adsorbate is not there, no adsorption. And why adsorbate is not there? Because you have increased the temperature, and because of the increase of temperature, those gas molecules, means adsorbate molecules, gain kinetic energy and run away from the surface of adsorbent. So no adsorption. Similarly, if you decrease the temperature, when you decrease the temperature, then what would be there? The kinetic energy of the gas molecules is less, and they will be near to the surface of adsorbent. And the rate of adsorption will be more at low temperature. So this is the reason, that is why with the increase of temperature, the physical adsorption rate decreases. Next characteristics is lack of specificity. Lack of specificity. What is the meaning of this one? Try to understand. Catalysts, they are specific in nature. What is the meaning of specific in nature? Means one particular catalyst can catalyze one specific reaction only. Means for that particular reaction, that particular catalyst only required. But here what is there? You take any gas and you take any solid, more or less, that gas will adsorb on the surface of solid. So what is there? Here specificity is not there. Neither solid means adsorbent is specific, nor gas means adsorbate is specific. Any solid can adsorb any gas more or less amount. Similarly, any gas can be adsorbed more or less at the surface of any solid. So what is there? Lack of specificity is there in case of physical adsorption. More or less, all gases will adsorb at the surface of any solid. Okay. Now next one is the fifth one. The fifth one point is nature of adsorbate. What is that one? Nature of adsorbate. Here I am writing nature of adsorbate. Nature of adsorbate. Try to understand. As a adsorbate, basically what we have taken? Gas. So there are two types of gases. Gases which have got high critical temperature or which easily liquefy, and the gases which have got low critical temperature or which liquefy with great difficulty. And in 11th class I have explained, greater the critical temperature, easy will be the liquefaction. Lesser the critical temperature, difficult will be the liquefaction of gas. So the nature of adsorbate, suppose it is gas. So what is there? More critical temperature. More critical temperature. You know the meaning of critical temperature? The critical temperature is the maximum temperature. What is that one? Critical temperature is minimum temperature over which gases will not liquefy whatsoever pressure you are applying. Are you getting my point or not? Critical temperature is the minimum temperature over which, I am not talking of at which, over which no gas will liquefy there are two factors by which gases can be liquefied, by increasing the pressure and by decreasing the temperature. So even if you are increasing the pressure, but if gas will not occupy that critical temperature, it will not liquefy. So first, what is there? For liquefying the gas, you should bring down the temperature. But whatsoever you are bringing down the temperature, there is a one particular temperature for the liquefaction of gas. That temperature is known as critical temperature, and over which no gas will liquefy. Okay, so greater the critical temperature, because you are decreasing the temperature. Now suppose 100 degrees Celsius, then 90 degree, 80 degree. Now we are decreasing the temperature. Suppose one gas has got 70 degrees Celsius, its critical temperature. Other gas has got 60 degree Celsius, their critical temperature. So when you are decreasing the temperature from 100 degrees Celsius, so which temperature will come first? 70 degree will come first, then 60 degree will come. So what is there? The gas which have got critical temperature 70 degrees Celsius, that will liquefy first. That is why I am telling you, greater the critical temperature, easy will be the liquefaction of gas, and lesser the critical temperature, difficult will be the liquefaction of gas. So this was the basic related with the critical temperature, because last year I have told properly, but I am reminding you. So more critical temperature, and here what is there? Less critical temperature. Less critical temperature. Okay. So if critical temperature is more, so here what would be there? Easy liquefaction. Easy liquefaction. And here what would be there? Difficult liquefaction. Difficult liquefaction. Okay. So try to understand what is the role of this one, critical temperature, in adsorption. Try to understand. Gases which have got more critical temperature, they easily absorb. Here what is there? More critical temperature, easy liquefaction. Here only you can write easily get absorbed. Easily get absorbed at the surface of adsorbent. At the surface of adsorbent. And here what is there? Less critical temperature, difficult adsorb with difficulty. So this is the role of critical temperature. So the gases which have got more critical temperature, the rate of physical adsorption would be more, and the gases which have got less critical temperature, their absorb with difficulty, means they will also absorb but with difficulty. In this way, this point is also over. What is the next characteristics? The next characteristics of physical adsorption is physical state of adsorbate. Physical state of adsorbate. So just see, the physical state of adsorbate is similar with. So dear cadets, the last characteristics of physical adsorption is the physical state of adsorbate. In physical adsorption, the physical state of adsorbate is same as the physical state of bulk. Means whatever physical state of bulk would be there, same physical state of adsorbate will also be there. So these are the characteristics of physical adsorption. Now on the basis of same points, same parameters, I have to teach you the characteristics of chemical adsorption. So just try to understand here. Here what is written? Physical adsorption. So now write down here chemical adsorption. Now this is B. Here what is written? When adsorbate gets absorbed on the surface of adsorbent by chemical forces. Here what is written? Physical forces. So just write here chemical forces like here only I will write like covalent bond, ionic bond, etc. Coordinate bond also, coordinate bond. So such type of adsorption is known as chemical adsorption. So here you can write chemissorption. Characteristics one by one I will explain. So just try to understand. One thing I would like to clarify here. Physical forces means van der Waals forces, and in van der Waals forces there are so many forces like Prism forces, London forces, dipole induced forces. Means itself van der Waals forces is itself a conglomeration of so many types of forces. Similarly, here what is in chemical adsorption, what is there? When adsorbates get absorbed on the surface of adsorbent by chemical forces. What are the chemical forces? Under chemical forces, electrovalent bond is there, covalent bond is there, coordinate bond is there. So when between adsorbate and adsorbent, if there is a chemical forces, means ionic bond is there, covalent bond is there, or coordinate bond is there, such type of adsorption is known as chemical adsorption. Now what about the characteristics? The first characteristic is enthalpy of adsorption. So just see, its enthalpy of adsorption is very high. What is there? It is very high. It is near about 80 kilojoule to 200 kilojoule mole inverse. So dear cadets, here I am teaching you the characteristics of chemical adsorption. The first one is enthalpy of adsorption. Heading would be same only, means on the basis of same point I will explain chemical adsorption. So here enthalpy of adsorption is very high, from 80 kilojoule mole inverse to 240 kilojoule mole inverse. Earlier I wrote here 200, actually its value is 240 kilojoule mole inverse. Second one thing, blackboard was not clean, so I cleaned that one. So question arises here, why enthalpy of adsorption is very high in case of chemical adsorption? Very simple thing here, just see. Stronger the bond, greater will be the evolution of heat energy. Try to understand here between adsorbate and adsorbent, what kind of forces are there? Chemical forces, and chemical forces are strong. So between adsorbate and adsorbent, what would be there? Due, here you can write due to strong force of attraction, between adsorbate and adsorbent. Between adsorbate and adsorbate. That is why the enthalpy of adsorption, means the amount of energy evolved is more. What is the next one? Second one is it is irreversible in nature. Okay, why it is irreversible in nature? Physical adsorption was reversible in nature, and what is this one? Irreversible in nature. So what is the meaning of irreversible nature? Just try to understand. In physical adsorption, the bond which is formed between adsorbate and adsorbent, that was the weak. So if you reverse the condition, those weak bond will be broken, and now adsorbate will go away from the surface of adsorbent. Here what is there? The bond adsorbent, that is strong. Hence, even if you are changing the condition, reversing the condition, adsorbate will not go away from the surface of adsorbent because permanent bonding is there, strong bonding is there. This is the reason, that is why this is irreversible in nature. In case of physical adsorption, what was there? What was there? When you are increasing the pressure, so the gas molecules, they are coming at the surface of solid and getting absorbed. Here what is there? Even if you are increase the pressure or decrease the pressure, once the bond is formed, that would be the permanent. And even if you are changing the condition, they will not go away. So what here you would write? Irreversible in nature because bond formed between adsorbate and adsorbent is strong and permanent. Strong and permanent. Please write on this one. Help me. Adsorbate and adsorbent is strong and permanent. That is why it is irreversible in nature. So just now I have completed two characteristics of chemical adsorption. Remaining characteristics in next video I will complete, because there is space problem. In mobile also there are so many videos, you can understand my problem. So that's all for today. Thank you.